So, I'm not entirely sure why they thought the intermission also needed a side story, but, yeah, sure, here it is. Here we are. You know, you wanted to spend some quality time with White Shroud, right?
The game is already well and truly up its own asshole by this point, so fuck it, why not go a little deeper? Wow, this guy's really on the ball if he's finally just now figured out that a massive amount of plot bullshit has been radiating out of this one fucking high school.
Did he still step out of Kingdom Hearts?
What was your first clue, Argate? We've been watching him for a while.
I guess you have a point.
I will say it is very funny to watch him, like, stroll through the halls and everything, as if, like, he's on the hunt of some big secret. And it's like, like, we walk through this part of the game, like, 80 billion times.
Well, the plot bullshit only comes out at night, though.
Although I did see that clock, it is 10 past midnight, so he has missed the dark hour.
Buddy, where the fuck were you like 4 days ago when this place was a literal goddamn witch's castle? I mean, yes, this is where Ryota normally hangs out, so of course the dark presence would be concentrated here.
So there's a little bit of a twist this time. White Shroud has a friend, we'll say.
Who seems to be dressed up just like Solid Snake.
Yeah, no, forget Solid Snake, this guy's the fucking Master Chief.
And you all thought we were joking when we said we were going to cast Gun.
Yeah, of fucking course the guy who looks like the Master Chief has a gun for a soul device.
How do we get our hands on that? Can we just get, like, a set of 6?
Nah, it's a multiplayer unlock. You gotta, like, score, like, or beat, like, 10 challenges or something, and then you get to unlock gun.
Damn.
Oh, well. Honestly, I don't really have any, strong feelings about this guy. His, I will say his attacks are a little bit awkward. They tend to kind of plant him in place, which is okay for the most part, but there are a couple places that'll get you in trouble.
That seems like a weird choice to make for someone who's casting gun, but okay.
Does it have like a rapid fire like alt mode to it, or is it just... Oh, okay, yeah, there you go.
Well, I mean, these guys are pieces of shit. That doesn't help.
Oh, they've been freezing you. That's what's happening.
Yeah, and then, like, half of these enemies also have a shot shield, which is just, like, okay. Why are you like this game?
Where did he get that axe?
The gun turned into the axe. It went by, like, incredibly quickly, but, like, you could see, like, sort of, like, the curve of the handle forms the blade of the axe.
Oh, okay.
Same way with, like, the barrel doubles as a sword at close range, too, so... It's a multifaceted weapon.
I mean, I didn't even question the close range thing, because, like, I imagine you could use, like, a bayonet like that, sorta.
I guess the one thing I will say is that, for all of his faults, this guy is still less awkward to use than White Shroud, so, you know, I guess he's got that going for him.
Small favors, I suppose? I forget. Are side stories like this mandatory, or can you just skip them?
No, these are mandatory.
I see.
Once again, kind of, make of that what you will.
Also, again, like, this was not in the original release of Tokyo Xanadu, right?
No, it was not.
So again, basically, like, the Master Chief is probably going to be introduced, like, properly at some point in, like, the actual game, so, like, again, like, we're missing, like, an entire introduction here for the dude.
Oh yeah, no, it'll be super obvious that this is not, like, this was not in the original release of the game, because the first scene in Chapter 6 is White Shroud on top of a building going like, "Ah, you've started a club." So, like, you know, we go straight from this to that.
God, yeah, it's a shame that they didn't, like, you know, edit the main game a tiny bit to make these side stories, like, feel, like, a bit more like they're actually a part of the plot instead of just something that was tacked on after the fact. But I guess that would require actual effort on Falcom's part.
Yeah, you'd probably have to call back the voice cast, rescript a bunch of places.
So you gotta redo all your cutscene blocking and just... come on, you don't want to go down that road.
It's a lot easier to go the Marie route and just make it feel super obvious that it's a new edition.
The thing of it is, like, none of these side stories have, like, really contributed, like, anything to one's understanding of, like, you know, the plot or, like, the lore and the world building. Like, the best one that we've had so far is just Yuki getting dunked on for half an hour with, again, no bearing on the plot whatsoever.
Yeah, it's got some big... pleased by our game again energy. Which, to be fair, is exactly what it is, but yeah. Like, you know these characters, now you get to see some extra things that we cooked up for them, so you can see what they were doing in between the plot chapters.
So yeah, like, you can't do, like, any big plot revelations in them because that would spoil the reveals in, like, the main game. And even when, like, characters like White Shroud are introduced in the side stories, they still also have their regular introductions in the main game as well, like, how, like, yeah, the first thing that you see of White Shroud normally is him on the top of the building at, like, the end of, like, Chapter 4 or whatever. And then, like, his proper voice actor credit reveal is meeting the rapey guy in the park and going, oh, here, I got the book for you.
Anyway, y'all like wizards? Everybody loves the wizard.
Oh great, it's that one plot arc villain from Sailor Moon.
Wait, what? Man in Battlezoo can heal?
I mean... I'm gonna assume that basically what he did was he just kind of ran into the middle of the battlefield and, like, slammed a first aid kit directly down White Shroud's throat.
Alright, so where is this plot spoiler book that says White Shroud is gonna get an S rank every time he goes through a dungeon? Oh no, it's the Headless Horseman.
Sir, I think you need to get your horse checked. Seems to have a palm tree for a head.
It's also leaking dark magic bullshit out of every orifice.
I mean, that's kind of what happens when you only have, like, half of a horse. But yeah, so I like this boss a lot, actually. This is... The Dullahan archetype, I guess, is, I think, one of the better ones to fight.
Is it gonna do, like, some, like, Phantom Ganon bullshit and just, like, teleport around the battlefield? Or have we basically just seen its entire attack pattern so far?
We've seen most of his attack patterns. I did make sure we got to see Master Chief's special attack, though. You would think that, you know, when your special ability is gun, you could do better than, you know, making some tornadoes with your axe. But sure, yeah, let's do it.
He put an attachment on his gun that made the gun even bigger and shoot an even bigger bullet, so...
Yep, just gonna snap on the long barrel, and here we go! Big boom! You know, I can see this being a fun fight in like a Devil May Cry kind of game. Not that it doesn't look fun here, but like I feel like you could get a lot of mileage just transplanting this as is into Devil May Cry.
So I don't know if this was always the case or if it's just starting in this chapter, but White Shroud also has 2 limit breaks, so we're gonna take advantage of that.
Hello. That's one hell of an arrow.
Did we see that one before? Just him turning, like, the sword into an arrow?
I think we have, but we haven't actually played as White Shroud since, like, Chapter 1, so it's understandable if you don't remember that.
I seem to recall that getting a big, like, hilarious laugh reaction out of all of us when it happened, but, rip Master Chief.
It's okay, White Shroud was there to finish the fight.
God damn it!
Also, I think that's the first time we've seen blind as an ailment. It does exactly what it sounds like. Half of your attacks just don't do damage because you missed.
Oh. That's kind of annoying for an action game.
So wait, is the twist of this game just gonna be it was some dead kid all along? Your silence is highly concerning.
I mean, what would you like me to say there? Because if I say yes, then I've ruined this game's big surprise. And if I say no, well then I'm probably lying to you.
I was gonna say, just be like me and lie.
You know, I feel very damned if I do, damned if I don't, if I say anything here. It's a very subtle attempt at a camera movement there.
Let's see, who's an adult who has brown hair and a shitty haircut like that and has been all over the place in the plot of the last, I don't know, 3 hours? Who could it fucking be?